What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Busy day today. A lot of stuff to do, very little time. But I did go ahead and get this guy, Extreme Z Awaken. This is the Super Saiyan Teen Gohan. I did have him at Max SA, so I didn't have to spare too much in terms of, the Grand Kais and whatnot. So let's go ahead and cover the stats a little bit. I don't have him at 100%. I think I have the bottom right path unlocked, but we'll get into the details here in a second. Let me just cover the stats. All right, so leader skill is going to be all types, key +2, HP attack and defense increase of 50%. The super attack will be the Kamehameha, family Kamehameha, which will cause supreme damage to enemy. It also raises attack for 1 turn. I think the equivalent of raising attack for 1 turn will be 30%. So decent little boost there. As part of the passive skill, it's going to be the total resolve. So that's going to add 90% to attack and then defense increase of 40%. When performing a super attack, it'll also disable rampage against Broly. So that is the passive skill there. Link skill's got Blazing Battle. That's going to also disable enemies' rampage and increase attack by 15%. Golden Warrior will add +1 key enemy defense drop of 2000. Saiyan Warrior Race will add 700 to attack. Super Saiyan will add 10% toward attack. Kamehameha will add 2500 to attack when super attack is launched, and then Shattering the Limit will add +2 key. This guy falls into 2 categories, Hybrid Saiyans and Majin Buu Saga. You'll see him pretty much on the Hybrid Saiyans category team. Alright, his 12 key multiplier is 135%, so decent little number there. Alright, so like I said, I only have his bottom right path unlocked, so I think it's like level 11 for additional attack and level 6 for critical, so you won't really see criticals too often. This might actually be a good approach to every now and then, just because not everybody has a maxed out rainbow status unit, so this will be more of a realistic representation of how the unit is, just from unlocking one path and then going through the Extreme Z Awaken. All right, so for the most part of this video, you will see him linked up with the physical type Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, just because he does provide 35% increase to attack and defense for all allies. It's probably one of the best boosts as part of someone's passive skill, so I like using that as a support unit function. And then the tech Dokkan Awakened Super Saiyan 2 Youth Gohan is also a pretty good support unit. Provides, I think, +2 key and then 30% increase to attack and defense for, what was it, agility and tech types, I think. So, with that combination, the Gohan here definitely gets a pretty good boost. So, yeah, with that in mind, he hits for about 1.24 million. And again, he's only got the bottom right path unlocked, so nowhere close to 100% potential. But I kind of wanted to just show you guys what his performance is at this level. I think he's probably at I don't know, maybe 40%ish or so. I can't really remember. Well, it's probably more than that, maybe like 60 something percent. Alright, unfortunately it's Dokkan mode, but it's with type disadvantage, so should have just held on for the next one where he would have had type advantage, but it's whatever. So I did get the Extreme Z Awaken for Goten 2, but his SA is only at level 1. I haven't leveled his SA or anything. I'm kind of on the fence whether I want to do that or not. I don't know. Like the other 2 guys I've already had at max SA, so I had no problems, getting their SA level to 15 through the use of Grand Kais. But in the case of Goten, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. All right, so he does have type advantage here against Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So 1.53 million in damage potential. Definitely helps from the passive skills from the support units, but 1.6 million is definitely respectable figures. is considering especially how old this unit actually is. I mean, you know, related to the last video, the Strength Goku card was my very first summonable SSR unit. This one was pretty close there too. I mean, it's probably within, I'd say, the first 10 SSRs I've ever gotten. It's probably within that. So definitely a pretty old unit. I guess it also kind of tells you how long I've actually been playing, because at that time I was using these units quite a bit, you know, on teams and, you know, whatever. That was before we had, you know, the +3 key and, you know, flat boost toward attack, like with Gogeta's introduction. I mean, this is, not many units had, you know, the key added functions as part of the leader skills. So once they started implementing that, things changed quite a bit, I guess. This guy is at SA level 1 too. I'm kind of debating on whether to feed him the Kaiser or not, because I don't think he has a farmable SA unit, but you know, that's whatever. So I guess with the additional attack, you will see a slight increase toward his super attack, since he does have that built-in super attack ability to increase attack for for one turn. So I think for this guy, you know, if I were to max him out, I'd probably go level 14 for additional attack and level 12 for criticals. I think that'll be a good combination for that. Level 11 for additional attack and level 15 for criticals is is certainly not a bad option either. Alright, looks like we've got another Dokkan mode coming up, so let's see how he does against the Final Form Cooler. So about 1.4 million. You know, it's really not that high as the output, considering, you know, it is Dokkan mode. But again, you know, considering how old this unit actually is and, you know, whatnot, I think it's fine. And I don't know. I guess out of the three, it seems like, well, I mean, Gohan did definitely get a pretty good improvement. I mean, he has, you know, the passive of 90% increase to attack, as well as 40% increase toward defense, so it's a pretty balanced, you know, setup. I do prefer, you know, Goku as probably the most improved, as in, you know, the overall balance. I mean, he's got the ability to increase attack with the super attack, and then also 80% increase to attack and defense as part of the passive when, you know, HP is above 30%. So I think overall Goku definitely got the best you know, new improvements, I think, in my opinion. Alright, unfortunately this is going to be a type disadvantage against Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, but, you know, we'll just have to test it out in different types of settings and see how he does overall. And I guess you'll see a difference between this guy's defensive abilities versus others. So, you know, the Super Saiyan 2 version took about 9,000 in damage, whereas, you know, the agility Gohan took a lot less. So, you know, that 40% definitely does help also. I mean, for such an old unit, I think, you know, 1.9 million in output is very damn respectable. So I think it's definitely a good idea for, you know, Bandai to roll out these Extreme Z Awakenings. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I actually used this unit, so it's kind of nice to be able to, and you know, at the same time being able to reminisce, you know, about you know, very old units that you used to use in the past that you rarely use anymore. So in that regard, it's kind of fun and makes it a little bit enjoyable. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and finish up here against the intelligence type Kid Buu. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Kind of gave you a brief overview of what this guy is capable of. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time.